Hello again, everybody. This is Kareem K.A. Williams. This is another episode of Angry at God. All right. If you guys saw the first video, we're talking about being angry at God, an issue that some of us are dealing with. Maybe we didn't know we were dealing with it. Some of us, maybe we do know we're dealing with it and just don't know what direction to go or how to handle it. All right. I want to apologize to you guys for the last video being cut off at the very end. Now I know my time frame that I'm working with my battery and my camera. All right. So I'm trying to keep these videos short so that you can get a power-packed video in a short period of time. All right. I want to bring you guys at least 2 videos a week for right now. 2 videos a week. And again, I want to empower you to live your life with purpose. I want to empower you to live your life's purpose. All right. I want you to reach the pinnacle of your life with greatness. All right. And I say that because, a lot of times people reach the pinnacle of their life. They reach maybe around 50, 55 years old. And then they realize, man, I haven't done anything great, or I haven't done anything significant, or I haven't done all the things that I really wanted to do in this life. All right. So I don't want any of us to reach that stage in our lives and then realize we haven't done all that we could do. All right. So let's talk about purpose. We're going to talk about purpose a little bit in this video. All right. Because like I said, I want to empower you so that you can live your life's purpose. All right. And as I live my life purpose, I want to just empower you to do the same. So being angry at God, a lot of people are angry at God simply because they don't know their purpose. All right. They don't know what they're here for, what they're supposed to be doing. They don't know the meaning of their life. They don't know where their life is headed. They don't know what road to go down. They don't know if what they're doing is what they're supposed to be doing, or if they're just going day by day, going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. All right. So in not having that purpose, a lot of people feel trapped. And that's funny how that works. Without purpose, you feel trapped into a life that you're not understanding. All right. And some of us may ask the question, Lord, why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling trapped? Why aren't you blessing me? And in feeling that way, some of us feel like God has really let us down. And I have to be honest, I was one of those people. I felt trapped in a life that I didn't understand. And I felt like God had really let me down. Because I know he's supposed to lead us, and I know he's supposed to lead me, but I had felt like he wasn't leading me, or like he was leading me astray even. Some of us may feel that way. All right. So that's a very serious issue. But I'm going to talk about a scripture right now. John 8:32 and 36. John chapter 8, verse 32 and 36. And it says, "And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So if the Son sets you free, you are truly free. You are free indeed." All right. So the freedom that we need from this trapped feeling, we may be living these lives, like I said, feeling trapped in a life that we don't understand. And we want to be free of that. We want to be free of that feeling. We don't want to feel trapped. We don't want to feel burdened down in this life where things come at us and we don't know what we're supposed to do. So if you want to be free from that, this scripture is saying, know the truth, and the truth will set you free. All right. And when I read that, something comes to mind. I realize something. A lot of us are living without purpose. We're angry at God. And it's simply because we don't know what truth is. All right. And in saying that, a lot of us are angry at God, and angry about not knowing our purpose because we don't know him. Okay, because God is truth. All right. So if we don't know truth, then we don't know God. All right. And if we don't know God and we don't know truth, then we can never be free from that feeling of not knowing what our purpose is. All right. So you guys might be saying to me, man, you don't know what I'm going through. I got physical illness. I got physical things going on with me. I got mental things going on with me. I'm depressed. I got emotional things going on with me. I'm insecure, or I'm easily offended, but all those things are true. But we have to realize the root of that is the spiritual weakness that we're dealing with. And our spiritual weakness is we don't know God, or we don't know him the way we think we do. All right. And we might be asking, you know, Lord, why aren't you blessing me? Or why am I going through this? And you know what? A lot of times he's allowing that because he wants to be closer to you. And some of us wouldn't pay God any attention if everything was going all well. You know, some of us wouldn't give him a second look if we got everything we wanted. All right. So he has to allow these storms in our lives to get our attention. All right. And in searching for him in the storm, you know, we find peace. All right. And we know that it's only him that's going to bring it. If we search for him while we're going through those difficult times, then we know that it's only him that brings us through them. You know, at the end of it, we'll say, man, that had to be God, because it wasn't me. It wasn't anything I did. It wasn't anything in our power. So we'll know by then that it's him that did it for us. All right. Now let's look at the other side. The other side of this is another scripture I'm going to give you really quickly. And that's John chapter 10, verse 10. And it says, the thief comes only in order to steal and to kill and destroy. I came that ye may have life and enjoy life and have it abundantly. All right. To the full, till it overflows. All right. So the enemy comes to steal. You know, he comes to steal our thoughts. He comes to steal our minds. He comes to steal our identity, our relationships. He comes to steal our blessings. All right. He comes to kill. He comes to kill our love and the belief of love. He comes to kill the principle of love. All right. He comes to kill the people that we love. He comes to kill truth. He comes to kill light. He comes to kill our faith. And he ultimately comes to kill us. All right. The enemy comes to destroy. All right. The scripture says the thief comes in order to steal, kill, and destroy. He's coming to destroy our minds, our hopes, our dreams, our character, our honor for God, and our honor for his kingdom. All right. Now watch this. Steal, kill, destroy. You know, this is the plan of the devil. All right. And a lot of times when we see our minds going in the wrong direction, being stolen, we see our thoughts going in the wrong direction. We see our identities. We see our idea of love and truth being destroyed. Our hopes and dreams, our character. A lot of times when these things are being destroyed, we don't look to the enemy. You know, we look to blame God. All right. And I really think that's a lie from the enemy. He wants us to blame God. All right. So this is his plan. And what I realize is that some of us believe the devil over God. And what I mean by that is, you know, when something bad happens in our life and the devil whispers in our ears that, you know, God allowed it and God did this and see, God is not helping you. We start to listen to the devil instead of claiming the promises we know that God has given us. All right. He said that he'll bring us through. He said he won't put more on us than we could bear. All right. But we tend to listen to the devil more than we listen to the promises of God. And I have to tell you this. If we're not resisting the words of the devil, if we're not resisting the thoughts that he feeds into our minds, then we're listening to him. All right. Then we're listening to him. And we have to stop that. We have to stop listening to him. All right. We have to claim promises like Ephesians 3:20. And I'm going to read that. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think, according to the power that works in us. All right. God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ask or think. I told you in the last video a little bit about this. Think of all the things you've ever asked for. You know, think of all the things you've ever gone through and you had your own idea of how it should work out. Think about the things you think you want or the things you think you can achieve. Well, this scripture is saying God can do exceedingly and abundantly above that. Okay, because his power is working in us. All right, so I want to leave you with that. I want you to know that, look, God can handle any problem. There's no problem that we're going through that's too big for God. There's no situation that he doesn't already know about. The question is, are we listening to him through those situations? Or are we listening to the devil? That's the real question. Ask yourself in your thoughts, who have you been listening to? Because a lot of times the things that we think when we're going through distress, when we're going through trials and tribulations, they're not truth. Remember, we talked about truth. So you have to ask yourself, am I thinking truth? Am I thinking true thoughts? Or am I thinking about the lies that are being fed to me? We have to remember that the devil can impress thoughts, impress attitudes and spirits amongst our minds. And we can either rebuke them and resist them, or we can listen to them. All right, so remember that God has better for you. Remember that he wants to do exceedingly abundantly above that problem, above what you think can bring you through, above what you think that you want. God can bring you through exceedingly and abundantly above. All right. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this video, this episode. This is episode number 2. And I want to leave you with that. Grace and peace unto you.